Hey there guys, welcome back to Coptalks and another video. So as you can tell by the title, this one's going to be about multi-tools. And as some of you know, the one that I've carried the most the past couple of years has been the Leatherman Skeletal, which has just been a great little multi-tool. It's pretty basic, it did what I wanted, but I thought, it might be time for another upgrade. Now, I had a couple of requirements for my next multi-tool. It had to have pliers. It had to have a knife, and specifically I had to be able to access the knife one-handed from outside, meaning I didn't have to open up the tool in order to access the main blade. So after shopping around and kind of checking a few things out, I came across the Leatherman Wave, well, the Wave Plus. And this came highly recommended from a lot of different people in a lot of different forums, including EDC on Reddit and a lot of other YouTubers. And there's plenty of reviews on it. So you're probably wondering, why the fuck am I watching this one? Well, that's because I'm going to talk about this one in a different capacity. I'm going to talk about this one as a pocket carry. See, I was carrying this one as basically a pocket knife. It has a clip right here. I can set it in my pocket. I can pull it out, use it as a pocket knife, do whatever I have to do, then clip it back in my pocket. Now, this one is significantly heavier than the Skeletal. But as you can tell, they're also pretty similar in size. I mean, it's almost identical in size. But the weight is where the huge difference is. The Leatherman Skeletal comes in at 4.7 ounces. The Leatherman Wave Plus at 8.4. Nearly double the weight. But it does come with a beefier pocket clip. It is worth noting that this pocket clip did not come with the Leatherman Wave. I had to purchase this separately for another $7. Not that big a deal, and one of the cool features is the locking tab right here. If you actually depress that, you can remove the pocket clip whenever you want. Super easy to install, super easy to remove. One thing to note about it though, it's kind of limited to one spot on the Wave. You can't really put it on the opposite side, so this is the only slot that's available, but it's kind of whatever. Now, I am able to access a multitude of blades on the outside of this one, and this is the one I cared about most, was just the fixed plane blade right here. And as you can tell, it's a touch longer than the Skeletal. It's the same material and everything. It's kind of the same style blade. It's not exactly a drop point, but it's kind of their own thing. I like it. It locks in the same way, same functionality, same use. One thing that I wish they would have done is, and I'll demonstrate that here, is on the Wave, this hole right here, that's kind of what you put your finger in to open it, right? It's kind of larger and it's round, so it kind of just, your finger just kind of pivots in there. It's real easy. On the Wave, it's a little flat, and I can understand why. They had size constraints, but it's not as comfortable. It almost feels sharp right here, actually, right along this edge. It feels kind of sharp. It's not insanely sharp, but I just feel like that could have been deburred just a touch more, and it would have been a lot more comfortable. Now you can flip it on the other side here and access the serrated blade, which I don't really have too much use for, but at least you got it with you. And then on the outside, we also have a file with a diamond side, a fine diamond side, then a regular metal file on this side, and then it's also got a file edge on, well, just this side right here. The file, I feel like, is going to come in handy a lot. Then on the other side here, you got a pretty decent saw. I wanted to carry this mostly for camping and EDC and things like that, and I found that having a little saw, even a small one like this, definitely comes in handy from time to time. Now, the reason I have this little bit of 550 cord here, which is actually some of the fire cord that has built-in tinder and stuff, the reason I have that hooked onto here is on the Skeletal, whenever it's in your pocket, it's sticking up about that much out of the pocket. So you can just grab it and pull it out. When this one's sitting in the pocket, it's almost completely in the pocket. There's no real easy way to grab it. And if you grab it from the side kind of like this, like you're pulling it out of the pocket, it actually forces the clip down and keeps it in the pants even more. So it's kind of hard to pull out. Never pull out. Now, I put this little tab on here because when it's sitting in my pocket, I can just either hook my finger on it or I can just pull on it and it pops right out. No big deal. then I can access whatever tools I need to. As far as tools go, like you saw, it has a plain blade, a serrated blade, a file, and a saw on the exterior. On the interior, these arms lock pretty well. This one's still very stiff. It's brand new out of the box. It has the new replaceable cutting blades right here, which I'm a big fan of, because on this one I've had to use it quite a bit, and the teeth are not exactly worn out, but they're starting to show signs of wear, and I can't replace those. So once those are done, that function of this tool is finished. It does have measurement markings on both sides, both metric and standard. Right here we have, similar to the Skeletal, the screwdriver with interchangeable bits. And those are pretty standard across Leatherman. I can take this one out and put it in there and vice versa. So I still get the screwdriver functionality, which I like. You got a really nice can and bottle opener right here, and this one's somewhat sharp. You could open quite a few cans with that. And that's kind of really it on that side. Now, this tool does not have a ton of functionality like some of the other Leathermans. It's not a catch-all. It's fairly specific. This one, I feel, is more geared towards like urban use and light camping and stuff like that, but could perform in a survival situation as well. You got some pretty decent little folding scissors right here. Pretty cool. The locking function is also very solid. Now here, this is something that I don't see myself probably using a whole lot, and that's like a micro screwdriver. And it is also interchangeable. It's got Phillips and flathead. And this is something that you'd probably use on sunglasses, reading glasses, and small electronics. But it doesn't hurt to have either. Now on this side, this one you could probably use for a larger flathead screwdriver, and also maybe a small pry bar. It does lock in very solidly. It's kind of tapered towards the end there, and overall just probably a good handy tool to have. Then of course you have the needle nose pliers and the teeth in here to help you grip nuts, bolts, and things like that. So it's overall just handy to have pliers and stuff as well. I think what I'm going to mostly use this for is a pocket knife. But like I said, I wanted it to be like a pocket knife. Hence why I got the clip on there. Now, it is heavier, but I noticed it doesn't make my pants sag, and I already carry a gun and a spare magazine and a tourniquet and a flashlight anyway, so adding another 4 ounces to my pocket knife or something, it's not that big a deal to me. I already wear a belt, so my pants can support that weight, and I'm not wearing skinny jeans or leggings or anything like that, so you don't even notice this sitting in my pocket. Overall, I think as a pocket carry multi-tool, this is a very capable one. And the price difference between the two, the Skeletal I believe goes for about $50 to $60 depending on what model. They have like a carbon fiber model and stuff like that. And the Wave Plus was about $100. And I ordered this from Cabela's, and they had free 2-day shipping with it. So, I mean, not that bad. They even got it to me in actually 2 days on a Saturday. So if you're wanting some more functionality and something that, well, frankly, seems a little bit more robust than the Skeletal, but you're wanting something for pocket carry, I would definitely give the Wave a good look at. Like you said, I'd buy the pocket clip extra, but for an extra $7 and it totally changes the functionality of this tool, I think that's a small price to pay. I hope this helps somebody out, kind of looking around and comparing a few things. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm going to carry it for a couple more months, maybe even a year, and then do a follow-up video on it so I can get a better understanding of it. So far, I've carried it for the last 3 days, and it's been awesome. So if you're on the fence, go with a Leatherman product regardless. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I'm not sponsored by Leatherman, but goddamn, I use a lot of their stuff, and I have to say, I've never been let down by their tools. Sure, some of their tools have broken on me, but that's because I was the idiot and used them incorrectly. But hey, you know, sometimes shit happens. Overall, I think the Wave and the Skeletal are two very fantastic multi-tools that they offer. And it's if you want to carry a pocket knife with a little bit extra functionality, I don't think you could go wrong with either one. So basically, if you're looking for a lightweight option, I'd go with the Skeletal. And if you're looking for a little bit more of a catch-all and don't mind the extra weight, I'd go with the Wave. Anyway, guys, hope you appreciate this video. Hope it helps somebody out. If you'd like, please subscribe and comment. Leave a like if you would. Really helps me out. Helps me grow the channel and kind of do more stuff like this and expose more people to more things. And I guess have a fantastic day. Get some good gear. Carry something useful. Every man should have a Leatherman. And I guess I'll just catch you in the next one. How about that?